You know, a month ago, I had a call with my mom. I was calling her, "How are you, mom?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. I just finished, rewatching Forrest Gump." And I was like, "Yeah, mom, if you want, I have a awesome anime recommendation for you, very similar to Forrest Gump, and it's called I Parry Everything." And she's like, "What is anime?" I'm like, "That's not the point, mom. Just watch it." So if you're struggling to find a anime recommendation similar to Forrest Gump, then I think you just found the anime. Welcome back, everyone, to another video of anime reviews, discussions, slash judging, whatever you call it. So today we will be talking about I Parry Everything, which is still something that is engraved into my mind as something that I could have skipped and maybe, went for a run. Maybe I could just spend time with my family or do literally anything else. I promise it's not that bad, but it's not the best as well. So let's talk about I Parry Everything. So I Parry Everything is an anime basically where the main character Nor is this guy who always wanted to go on an adventure. You know, he always wanted to be an adventurer, and he was always trying to be one. He went to different, in this world they have different schools of teaching, like a school of thieves, school of warriors, school of magic, of healing, and whatever. And he tried each one of them, and he was really not good at any of those. The one thing that he was good at is parrying. Like, what a weird skill, but whatever. I mean, I could use this skill when I was playing Dark Souls or Elden Ring. That would be something I could use. But yeah, so the main character is actually good at only one thing, and that is parrying. So what happens is he gets rejected from all of the schools. He goes into the mountains. He trains for 10 years, and he literally becomes the parry god. And he can parry literally everything. And what a interesting synopsis, right? And at first I was like, okay, so like he's parrying everything, like literally everything, and literally he's parrying every single thing he meets in the anime. Sometimes I even think he's parrying his own brain cells. And that's why I said, to my mom that she should watch it because the main guy, the main character Nor, is really this dumb guy who just gets into one misunderstanding, from one to another, and it's this thing over and over again. I must say that the anime itself has a awesome animation. It has some like good music. I think the characters are interesting, and I would say that it has some potential. But the main character is so it gets on my nerves every single time that a misunderstanding happens, and it gets to the point where it gets really really annoying for you as a viewer. So so again, if you want to watch, let's call him a guy who has some mental issues, or maybe he's a little bit behind his peers on his adventure to become the strongest, then please have a go. And so this is basically the whole story. He just gets into misunderstandings. He parries everything. Everyone is saved, and he is just, oh, I think I'm just a mediocre guy who can just parry something. And I must say that this gets really really annoying after some time. So I Parry Everything is literally this, and this will be the spoiler free part, so I'm not gonna spoil anything. But basically, you get the gist of it. If you, let's say, there are other animes you can watch instead of this one. If you are really bored, but really bored, just you still can do a lot of other things than watching this, and then after that, you can maybe try I Parry Everything. For me, it was not good at all. The If the animation wasn't so good, or maybe some fights or some moments that were in the anime, I would rank it even lower.
It's awful.
But yeah, that was just saving just the inevitable, right? And so yeah, and so that is Perry everything. So that's everything from my side for the anime itself. And now let's move to the. Here we are again, another day, another cosplay. Can I call it cosplay? Even though it's not made after any character. I guess not. Right? I'm just doing some cross dressing, something that my parents always didn't want me to do. But here we are. So, welcome back to the judging part of the anime itself. And so yeah, so let's evaluate the judging of I Parry Everything. I have my hammer, I have my thoughts, and as mentioned, in the first part, I literally think that this anime was something that was saved by pure animation and like graphics, I would say. The story at the beginning is very slow. It's just the the you know the only thing, and I think the biggest flaw of the whole anime is just the personality of Nor. I think he's cool, the pairing is cool, but if he was not just like this airhead or this annoying machine of misunderstandings, I would say this anime would be even better. But I don't know why, for some reason, the author decided this is the best that we can do. So, my verdict is, as previously stated, if you have really nothing else to do something else. And even after that, if you are still bored, then you can maybe watch it. Because I still think it's something that you can maybe, put in the background while you're doing something. But I don't think it's something where you should really waste a lot of brain cells. Because let's be honest, not even Nor is wasting a lot of brain cells in his story. So I think you would be on the same mental wave, let's call it. So my verdict is I Parry Everything is pretty bad, but it has some maybe nice things about it. I really don't want to be mean. I really don't want to, because there is a lot of people who animated it, a lot of people who worked on it, and who are not responsible for it, let's say. So I really think there is some pluses, but unfortunately, it's not that good, and that goes without saying. So, and if you have any maybe recommendations or anime I should watch or maybe I should review, we can get back to it. So let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day ahead and see you in the next video.